Hey everybody, this is John, host of MGTOW is Freedom, back at you with another exciting installment of what the fuck happened in the real world. Well, anyways, let's start. Let's talk about training, right? The problem with training women. You know, before I get into training women and the problems with it, you know, I want to talk about where I came from with this. When I grew up, I used to hear my mom and my dad make, you know, sexist jokes about men, jokes about women. I never really thought a whole lot of it because my family had a really good sense of humor. There was always jokes all the time. And I got a little older and discovered that those types of jokes were called off color and they weren't really appreciated. Or at least people acted offended. And this is long before the word political correctness to the term was used. But, you know, I never grew up thinking, I'm going to be a sexist, or I'm going to be a bigot, you know, or I'm going to be a misogynist. Fuck, I didn't even know what that was until, 20 years ago. Anyways, I didn't think I'd grow up to be any of those things. And I'm really not. You know, I'm just me. I'm just John. But the way the world has changed, it's changed around me. I think I've been pretty fucking consistent. So now, and I still speak my opinion, the older I get, the more extreme I sound. Because everyone around me, with the exception of other men, other MGTOW, real men that is, you know, I guess I sound kind of harsh, but, you know, here we go, too fucking bad. Let's start with, you know, the problem with training women. And I'm going to start, before I get to women, I'm going to talk about dogs, training dogs. I have had a dog, and this dog was cool. It was supposed to be a boy dog, turned out to be a girl dog when we picked her up. So she went from Dutch to Duchess. Anyway, they still called it Dutch dog. I spent time with this dog, and this is back before I had kids. And I spent an hour a day at least with Dutch, training Dutch sit, stay, come here, fetch, you know, go for walks, all the shit. You're spending time and putting all kinds of time into that dog. And because I trained that dog, it learned what was expected of it. And when it fucked up, I punished it, right? Roll a newspaper, swat it on the butt. That dog only crapped in the house once. Good dog. It was a great fucking dog. It was white lab and German Shepherd mix, so it was a funny looking little thing, but it was a great dog. Lived to be 15 years old. Loved that dog. Spent a lot of time training it. But after that dog, I told the woman, I said, no more fucking dogs for one. I don't have that kind of time anymore, and I don't really want to keep training dogs. And she said, well, you know, when you go to work, you know, Dutch doesn't have anyone to play with, you know, playing this fucking game that women play, where they get what they want by creating some ridiculous fictional artificial scenario whereby they get to fuck with you, right? Oh, well, Dutch needs a friend. I was like, it's a fucking dog. When I get home, it doesn't matter. If I'm gone 8 hours, she's going to be happy when I get home. If I'm gone 10 or 12 hours, she's going to be even happier. She won't be more sad, she'll be even happier. Leave the fucking dog alone, let her be a dog. Well, the bitch wouldn't let that rest, so she got another dog. And this dog's name was Nettie. Nettie had no one to train Nettie. Duchess trained Nettie. So I've got a dog that I train training another dog on what it's supposed to do. It didn't fucking work out very well. You know, the dog was fine, Duchess. Nettie was a complete fucking disaster. Wouldn't come, wouldn't sit, wouldn't listen, no matter how much I tried, right? It was influenced by the other dog, and even though the other dog was good, a dog training a dog is a bad fucking scene. Now, let's get away from dogs and start talking about the other kind of bitches, right? Feminist bitches. You can work on and work on and work on and work on them, and they're like that fucking Nettie dog. Why? Because they've been trained by other feminists, and they look to them. Right? It's you always hear those jokes. You know, you just got to train the woman the right way. Oh, and you always hear women talking about how they can train men. Well, men are willing to learn, and they're willing to listen, and they're willing to do a lot of things. Fucking feminist women aren't. Talk about a worthless fucking breed. But that is the problem with training women. There's a lot of guys that talk to a girl, and they, in layman's terms, in non-MGTOW terms, will say, I got me one. She's not like all the others, right? We say the MGTOW term is NAWALT, right? Not all women are like that. Not all women are like that. She's not like all the others. She's special. I tell you what, the fuck she isn't, right? She is not special. Those fucking unicorns disappear fast. They are rare. Rare. What you got there is a woman who's good at bullshitting, right? But she is not really trainable. You can spend hours a day working on your woman, training that bitch who's a feminist, right? A dog, but she's been trained by others. She's been trained by others, and it ruins them. All you have to do is watch women. Watch them. The problem with training as a woman is they can't be trained once they've been taught the wrong habits. This is my opinion. You guys tell me what you think. But once they have learned the wrong fucking habits, and bad habits at that, they can't take it back. That old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. No, you can't teach a bitch new tricks. I've taught a lot of good dogs, old dogs, new tricks, but a fucking bitch, one that's broke wrong, right? One that's learned bad habits, they can't unlearn that. You can teach a good dog new tricks, but you can't teach a bad dog shit. You can't train women that have been trained by other feminists. And I don't know why. They cannot unlearn that shit that they've got between their ears. I tell you what, I dare any of you guys to try it. Go pick the biggest fucking bitch you can and try and break her of one fucking habit before you dump her ass in frustration and anger. Or pick the most soft-spoken feminist you can find out there and try and break her bad habit. Stay with her long enough. But you gotta know she's a feminist first, right? You gotta go, oh, yep, she's a fucking feminist. You gotta find a feminist flaw in them, and then say you want to change that, and then work on fucking changing that. And when you finally got her broke, you let me know. Because that is all I see. I see it all the fucking time. Women acting like they're reasonable and responsible, and if they get any of that bad training in them, they can't learn it, unlearn it. And a friend of mine had this dog. We're gonna go back to dogs. This dog's name was Copenhagen, and he was a fucking 150-pound, 160-pound lunker of a Rottweiler. And it was a cool fucking dog. But he had learned to run away and run with some other dogs, and then he would run up to the gas station, which is about 1.5 miles away, and the guy that worked at the gas station would feed Copenhagen beef jerky. That fucking dog loved beef jerky. There was no amount of anything that would stop Copey from running for the fucking jerky. As soon as my friend and I would get in the truck and head out, that fucking dog would snap the end of his cable and fucking make a run and go get beef jerky snacks from George. There was no amount of beating. You couldn't feed that dog enough. As soon as he had the opportunity, and opportunity is also really important to understand how it works with feminists, and I'll get into that in a future episode. So if I forget, you fucking guys remind me. Talk about opportunity and feminism. All right. So we're going to go back to this dog, right? Once the dog learned the bad habit and liked the benefits of it, it could not unlearn that bad habit. No amount of beating, no amount of reasoning with the dog. Good dog, stay on your leash, good dog rewards, none of that stuff, right? That fucking dog would act crazy as a motherfucker. They couldn't take it. You should have seen that dog. He'd sit there and sit there and sit there, and it'd be looking in the direction of where that gas station was, even though it was 1.5 miles away. It would start getting ants in its fucking pants, and then it would just bolt. It'd be fucking gone. Dog gone. It'd be fucking gone. I see the same thing with women, feminist women. Once they learn that bad habit, It is over with. And that is the problem that we men have. MGTOW, men going your own way. You know, once the woman learns that she can get away with something and she likes it, you can take good care of her, you can spoil her, you can give her everything she wants. But she's going to keep those bad habits, those feminist habits. And those habits could be any number of things. Telling you what to do. Every fucking chance they get, they'll tell you what to do. And the moment you start doing it, they're going to start assuming they're the fucking boss. Now you got the fucking tail wagging the dog, as it were. Another color euphemism. But that's what I see, guys. I see it all the time. I watch fucking men. I watch them with their women. I watch what they do and say. You know, you can't untrain. You can't get a bitch to unlearn her problems. Right? Because it's not really, right, her fault. Once they get trained by another dog, they're ruined. I got my little Dutch when she was a puppy. Hadn't been taught anything, just got off the tit. Such a good dog. Started training her from day one. I'm the master, she's the fucking dog. Right? Never had any bad habits. I take it back. She had one bad fucking habit. But all these other dogs, once they are taught bad habits by other dogs, they will not unlearn them. They will not unlearn a bad fucking habit. But Duchess had one fucking bad habit. It was putting her paws on people. Running up and putting her paws on people. And I told that bitch of mine, I said, don't fucking have her do that. Because she would clap her hands on her fucking thighs. Come here, Duchess, put your... And she'd lift her up and put the dog on her so the fucking dog learned to jump on people. I said, don't fucking do that. Don't do it. You're gonna fuck that dog up. Well, first off, my bitch wouldn't listen to me, but my dog listened to that bitch. Right? Learned a fucking bad habit from my bitch. You got a bitch teaching another bitch bad habits. Well, that fucking dog was at a job site with me once. I'm building a fucking house, and some broad was walking down the street, and Duchess was friendly as hell. And she ran down there to greet this person. And this woman had white fucking pants on, and I saw it coming a mile away. I felt like Nostradamus. I could see the future. That dog ran down there through the mud. Ah, fuck. Goddamn cop. Probably gonna get a ticket for speeding. Anyways, old fucking Dutch ran right on down there, put her paws. Alright. Chipper didn't look. Alright. Jumped up, put her fucking paws all over that fucking broad's white pants. Fucked her all up. I thought, you know, I went down there and apologized profusely. Smacked the dog on the ass, told her no. She never fucking quit doing it. And my bitch of a wife, turned out to be my wife later, kept fucking encouraging it. And I'd fucking yell at the dog who would run, you know. But a friend of mine came over to show me a brand new fucking truck. Hey John, I got a brand new truck, man. It's fucking gorgeous. He came to my house, fucking Dutch ran right over, jumped up, put her fucking paws right on the door. Sandy, gritty, dirty fucking dog paws, and put a fucking scratch in his paint. I was so fucking livid. There's nothing you can do. Not a fucking thing you can do. But that's a glorious example of how the tiniest of bad habits can have huge negative consequences. And you have to realize, you have to accept that you cannot unteach a dog bad habits. And you cannot get a feminist to unlearn theirs either. It's not a matter of intelligence. It's a matter of mental wiring. So, if you're a woman and you watch this and you don't like it, do fucking bad. It's just an analogy. But there are facts. Bad women cannot be taught. Now, if I had a good dog named Duchess and I could teach her shit, and she was willing to learn, I bet just like men, women can learn too, as long as they're good women. But I'm telling you right now, I find them to be few and far between. And I don't make any apologies for my life's experience. No fucking siree, Bob. I'm not gonna apologize, ever. I have experienced way too fucking much now, and I'm almost 47. I'm not gonna fucking apologize for it. It doesn't matter where I've been. It doesn't matter what the women look like. I don't care if they're fucking black, white, or Native American. I don't give a fuck if we're talking West Coast, East Coast, down south, or from another fucking country. They're all the same. They're all the fucking same. Men I can fucking train. You tell me the fucking difference. If there's a woman watching this and you want to fucking explain it, why is it that anywhere from a 20 to a 30 to a 40 to a 50 to a 60, even a 70-year-old man can come to work for me, and I'll fucking tell them what to do and they'll do it. You fucking put a woman in my midst and I tell them to do something and all I get is a fucking earful of guff and bullshit, and I can't. Or you tell them to do something and they won't fucking do it. Why is that? What the fuck is the difference? Why should there be a difference? Explain it. God damn it. Because the way I see it, my version of reality stands because it is borne out by my life's experience. You can't fucking get a bitch to unlearn bad habits. Alright, I think I fucking harped on this one long enough. You guys have a great fucking day. Remember, when you wake up, you look in that fucking mirror and you say, I have the penis, I have the cock, I have the balls, I'm the man. You don't fucking listen to women. Fucking give that shit up right now. It'll ruin you and destroy you. It's a war we're faced with, guys. It's a fucking war. It's a huge ass war, and it starts with the battle over yourself and your own mind. I like to say chance favors the prepared mind, and I also like to say I have the penis. Alright guys, take care. God bless. Semper Fi.